Brittany had to do some community service around the census, and she kind of was mad. Why were you mad, Brittany?
The reason why I was mad when I actually did the community service is because the objective of community service was for us to go knocking on everybody's door, making sure that they have information about the census, and also making sure that they filled out their census and sending it back. The reason why I was upset is because that they didn't actually give us census papers in our hands, and I feel as if that we should have went deeper into the community, and all the people who are homeless on the street or, sick or, on something, I felt that they weren't counted, and I didn't appreciate that. So they actually restricted us from going to certain areas in the community, and for that reason I was a little upset, but I do feel that the census is very important.
All I need is one mic. All I need is one mark.
Now, a lot of people I know don't want the government to have all their information. Like, for instance, if they have 5 people living in their house that are not on their lease, they feel like they're going to come knocking down their door and kicking everybody out. Do you still think that they should fill out the census, even if there's people that are living in their house that are not on their lease? Do y'all think that that's still important? Because those people still need to go to the hospital. They still need to go to school.
I think it still is important because, like you said, it is anonymous. And they really don't know where you live, who's filling this out, unless they just ask you where your state of residence is in your town.
I thought when you were saying that most people in the hood don't fill out the census, I thought you were going to say because they don't see the results of the census.
No.
Because I know I didn't never see the results of the census. Like, I didn't know what the census was for up until today. Because in my neighborhood, I don't see any changes, or in other neighborhoods that I go to, I don't see any changes. So maybe that's what would keep me from filling out the census, because I feel like it doesn't affect me personally, but those who have more money, it might do something for them.
Right.
They use it more for a statistic. Like, a lot of people feel like, yeah, we don't see it, but you see it, you just don't see it in the right way. We see it in the news every day when they say, from the census, such and such, 95% of the black females are not married and will never get married. 80% of the black men are in jail. Like, that's basically what it makes the census a little bit stronger. So if everybody did it, the statistics would be hella higher than it is now.
Do you think we'll get what we need?
I mean, a lot
higher?
Higher than it is now.
Yeah, Brittany.
Honestly, I feel like I really don't know, and I can't sit here and say yes or no, because now we actually have somebody else in presidency, and since Obama actually did come in presidency, people have been getting more money than they have been getting since people were in presidency before. So after this year's census, you really don't know what's going to happen. You never know if he's going to make it his obligation for him to know what the numbers are and what can happen in and out of the communities. If we need more hospitals, schools, if college students need more monies or loans, anything like that. So we can't really determine anything until we find out after this year.
Word.
Well, this is my first time actually filling it out. I can't turn it in though. I'm currently listening to the National Guard here in Durham, North Carolina. So it states a question on there that you cannot fill out the census, do not turn it in if you are enlisted into the Army, because they can take accountability on their own. Mm-hmm. But it's all right. But I think what we need to see first what we need to see is what has the previous census changed. Because if you don't know what has changed, how do you know what this census is now, what will it affect? You don't know. So the only thing we can base it on is our personal opinions on what can the census do for us other than what it has done for us.
Yeah, I think it is important. I think in order what she was saying with statistics, statistics are important. Like, you want to know what the percentages are. You want to know what's happening, what's increasing, what's decreasing, what's being affected, what's not being affected, what's being changed, what's not being changed. Like, I think the census plays a big role, and it's very important to our society.
Well, I think if we got more people to fill out the census this year, I honestly can't say that I think anything would change, but we can't know unless we get everybody to fill it out. Have you noticed any changes in your community in these last couple of years?
Well, yeah, because we have a new housing development down by where my house is at. That's made for older people. That was made from old projects. So, yeah. I'm serious. What? Then we got a police station over there.
It is very important. If you want things done in your community, you have to fill it out yourself.
Sabrina?
Yeah, you should definitely fill it out. Sounds like it's important.
Jaleesa?
Nail it back.
Fill it out.
Nail it back. Fill it out.
You have anything you want to say?
Fill it out.
Brittany?
She just ate your food.
Please fill out your census. 10 minutes, 10 questions. You need to be counted.
I think we should fill out the census because it's very important. If the government's wasting all this money to send it out to each and every person, then it has to be important.
10 questions.
Okay, can I ask y'all one more question and then we're done? Let's just say, for instance, that every person fills out the census and they still didn't do anything. What then do you think should be done?
It's just going to impact what people think about the government.
Yeah.
Right, but then what could you do? Because the whole point is that we still don't have what we need and haven't had what we needed for a long time.
Yeah, I think if everybody was to take the time, if everybody was to actually take the time to fill it out and nothing happened, next time nobody will fill it out. So if the government wants us to fill it out just as much as we want us to fill it out, the government has to meet us halfway. If we fill it out and take the time to fill it out, then they have to do their part.
I agree with Lorenzo said, but I also think it's up to us. If stuff don't get done, that means it's our priority. If the government doesn't want to help us, I feel like we need to help ourselves and
Good
our
job.
community. So I think it's also on us, not just the government.
True that.
Heather, you're not even recording.
Yes, I am.
You weren't.
Okay.
Just turn it off.
Thank you guys again. You're the bomb diggity. I know I could count on you. And over and out, cut. Bye.
All I need is one mic. All I need is one mic.